Now, to tell us more about the generous gift by Maybank Singapore for promising charities, I would like to invite on stage Maybank Singapore's country CEO and CEO, Dr. John Lee. Dr. John, please.
Thank you, Charlotte. So, a very good afternoon, Mr. Tuan Chun Jin, Speaker of the Parliament of Singapore, Mr. Martin Tan, CEO of Majurity Trust, distinguished guests and friends who are tuning in this afternoon. It is with great pleasure that Maybank is here at the Majurity Conversation and to launch the Maybank Momentum Grant. Allow me to share our vision of what the Maybank Momentum Grant is with you. First, let me start with the why. I'm sure we all remember how we lived through last year with so much uncertainty. Every day, we were overwhelmed with news of how the pandemic was taking its toll on lives and livelihoods. Like many others, we wanted to do something to help, but we wanted to do it in a longer-term way and go beyond just immediate pandemic relief. We asked ourselves, how can we make our contribution more impactful? It is around this time that we were seeing reports of how charities have been affected by drastic drop-off in donation, as fundraising activities were suspended and donations were mainly channeled to COVID-related causes. Small charities were the most affected, as they had lesser reserves and fewer resources, and yet many faced increasingly demand for their services during this period. Why are we concerned with small charities? Some of you may ask. In many ways, small charities are the startup of the social sector. They tend to be closer to the ground and have strong relationship with the service user and volunteers. This helps them to constantly get feedback on unmet needs and innovate ways to serve those needs. By virtue of being small, they are more agile and also willing to innovate. During this pandemic, and especially during the circuit breaker, we have seen the power of what small charities or even informal groups can achieve. When the idea of a recyclable grant came up to help these small charities, we did not hesitate to fund it. The Momentum Grant is a new way of grant making with three key features. One, the grant provides an interest-free capital to support the charities' plan for growth and expansion. With our contribution of $2 million and administered by Majurity Trust, we aim to support up to 20 small charities over the next 2 years. With time, the charities will be able to build momentum and become more financially sustainable. They can repay the grant so it can be recycled to help other charities down the road. The multiplier of the impact of our philanthropy dollars and continue the virtual funding cycle. Two, we want to go beyond grant support and address some of the common challenges that this charity may face in a startup phase. There is to build their capacity and develop growth strategy. The Majurity Trust will arrange masterclasses for the grantees, and the Maybank will share our expertise and advise them on financial planning. Three, we rope in our retail SME banking team to provide grantees with a Maybank Community Package, which is a bundle of banking and digital services designed for charities. We will also find ways to make it easier for our customers to make contribution at a different touch point, such as donating their credit cards, cashback, or reward points to support this charity. So in conclusion, one of the biggest lessons we learned from COVID is how interconnected the world is and how we all have a part to play to keep society functioning well. If we can come together and lend our strengths to support the areas of needs, we can all become stronger and better together. The grantees that we will unveil shortly are known to punch above their weight during this pandemic. We are glad to be able to support them in their growth journey. This is one way we, hopefully in Maybank, live up to our mission of humanizing financial services. I hope you all enjoy the rest of the event, and I look forward to exchanging ideas with you and other panelists on the way forward for philanthropy in Singapore. Thank you, and have a good afternoon.